Yeah, I mean, for me, to be able to go out there and be competitive, a lot of average golfers don't want to do tournaments, the city tournaments and stuff, because you got those guys shooting 3 or 4s, oh, I can't compete. Well, when they're flighted like this, you have an opportunity to go out and compete against people that are at your skill level. Scrambles, I'm over scrambles. I want to go and compete. I take golf seriously. Maybe I'm not under par and all that, but I can go out there and compete with people like myself. And
there's nobody like you, I assure you.
Yeah. But, you know, honestly, I love what you're doing, and there needs to be more people doing this type of thing, because I felt and I lived a pro golfer experience today and competed against other people who were going for the same prize, which no other amateur golfer in this world is going to have the opportunity to win what I just won today.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and pop one of our sponsors' beer here, a Heineken Light, because to win the championship of this magnitude, Mr. Afton, what do you got to say? You're very excited. Have you ever won this size of a prize before?
Absolutely not. I mean, it blows my mind just to be in the tournament as an amateur golfer, to have an opportunity to win. The flighted thing that we did here was awesome. It felt like 5 holes left. I felt like a pro golfer, had to make those shots, and I made them. My last hole, I piped it down the middle, hit a 197 7-yard 7-wood, chipped it on and parred out, and I sat there and I was like, I think I got it. I was like, I have a good chance. It was an unbelievable feeling. My chest has been beating since. It was overall, to go out there and be able to represent America, this is a dream come true. Golf saved my life.
He showed up late because of the rain and, well, just some other factors in there, but it didn't seem to bother your game. You're still smiling now, but even though it was raining cats and dogs out there, you're just a happy guy.
It was great out there. We were rooting each other on. Had a couple nice putts that went in. Found the fairway most of the time. That really helped me out today. So
the weather didn't bother you?
Well, it did, but, you know, I kind of took that into account. Picked my spots on the golf course to lay up a little bit in some areas just to help out, and it paid off.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thoughts of St. Andrews. What is your motto? Have you ever been to Scotland?
Never. My father-in-law has, and he came back with all kinds of pictures and stuff. Loved it. I mean, it's just the history there is going to be amazing to see and experience and represent America. How great is that?
Well, let me tell you something. The Scots are going to be watching this video, and they take it very, very serious. You know, everybody dreams of being able to get that picture standing on the Swilcan Bridge in front of the R&A building. And I can tell you, the first time I ever took it, my knees were shaking. And thoughts of that, you're going to stand where old Tom Morris stood. He probably built that bridge for all I know. They used to run sheep over that bridge is what it was about. Arnold Palmer stood there. Watson.
I remember seeing Tiger recently when he played there. He went to the bridge and stopped and did his final kind of goodbyes as if he'd never be back. Just so much history.
Team USA National Championships here in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. You know, last year we were in my hometown, Arnold Palmer, Mr. Rogers' hometown of Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Golfers from all over the country are here, guys from Arizona. Sure. Did you meet the fun guys from New Hampshire?
Yeah.
We got guys from Michigan, Massachusetts have come in here. Mississippi players have come from. Funny the way the world works. Latrobe, Pennsylvania is how many miles from Mount Pleasant, PA?
About 15.
About 15 miles, and we've never met before.
No.
Absolutely. How did you find out about our tournament?
Through the Glengarry trial.
Yeah.
So that was where I picked up the idea, and I checked into it and thought it was a great idea to have an opportunity to come on here and do my thing, right?
Right. So how's the experience been in Gettysburg?
Wonderful. A little wet, but nothing we can't handle. I'm glad we're not playing tomorrow.
Yeah, with the hurricane bearing down on us, Ophelia, it is going to hit Gettysburg like a right-hand George Foreman punch tomorrow. So it was tremendous effort by your part in those wet conditions today. What did you do to win?
This goes where I'm from, Michigan. We only have about 2.5 months of summer. So you're playing in a lot of cold weather, rainy weather, snowy weather. So growing up there wasn't too far off, you know, understanding what you can and can't get away with.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like Eddie from Arizona, this was a shock, culture shock to him today. Yeah. So when I say Scotland, when I say St. Andrews, what comes to your mind?
Comes to mind is you said earlier that we lost last year.
Nice, I like that attitude.
We'd like to bring that back this way and hopefully get a win over there.
All right, our 5 national champions have been crowned. Jimmy Wolf, you were in Latrobe with us last year, and we were oh so close. Now you made it to Scotland. How's it feel?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It really is.
Taking the wife to Scotland with you?
Oh, for sure.
That's a shame. I'm joking.
Oh, yeah, I don't think she let me go myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing.
What was the best part of your game? I mean, it was a torrential downpour out there today.
I really don't know. I just stayed consistent with the rain. And there was water everywhere.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Did you see Noah's Ark going by?
Yeah.
You know, a couple giraffes went, hello.
Yeah, going down the little stream there down the middle of the fairway.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have a good time in St. Andrews. Any thoughts? Like, when I say St. Andrews, what comes to mind?
Oh, I mean, just going over there just to see the old course and just to stand on the bridge and everything. Just going to be amazing.
Wonderful.
I can't wait.
Jim Wolf, Presswick winner?
Yes.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
All right, so we've had golfers come in from all across the country, New Hampshire, Vermont. You ever been to Vermont? No. Well, maybe you can go someday.
Well,
Michigan, and of course, you came in from
Arizona.
Wow. Wow, a long way to come to play.
Can't beat it. I mean, it's golf.
Why did you decide to come play in the Team USA National Championships? Without too much detail.
I had issues a few years back, and they taught me that I can live one day at a time. And this is just one day that I'm 6 feet above ground.
Yeah.
And we have 12 more days to go on our vacation, and this was the middle of our trip, basically.
Wow. And you called me, you emailed me in May and said, I'm coming from Arizona. And I'm like, what? Arizona? All the way to Gettysburg to play golf? And I guess you hurt your shoulder a couple years ago and needed some motivation to play?
9 years ago, I got hurt. I had 4 surgeries, a titanium shoulder, and I didn't do much. No one wanted to hire me for work because of my age and my shoulder. And golf, honestly, I bought brand new clubs and I went out to the driving range and I shanked the first 6 balls I hit. And
Call us chili peppers.
yeah, and for a whole year and a half, my golf clubs sat in the golf room, and my wife goes, "You're not as young as you used to be. You can't do what you did when you were younger. Just go out and enjoy life and play your golf that you enjoy." So she's the one that got me looking into a tournament, because I did a lot of tournaments in California when we lived there. And a couple weeks later, I told her, "Oh, well, I found a tournament." And she thought it was in Arizona or California. And then I turned around and go, "No, it's Gettysburg, Pennsylvania." She goes, "Yeah, I told you to find a tournament, but not that far away."
Yeah, right?
But
Arizona to Gettysburg's a little bit of a trip.
2,500 miles.
Right.
So, we ended up doing it, and I got motivated where if I wouldn't have done this, I went to play the 12 to 14 to 20 rounds this year.
Awesome.
You know, I probably would have played a couple times and that would have been it.
And the Gettysburg experience, you've enjoyed it?
Oh, yes. I mean, my wife called my son. She goes, "Dad is playing in the rain." Even when I played a lot, I would never play.
Well, you're in Arizona, you don't get
Yeah,
it.
well, even California, but I would not. I hated the rain.
Right. Oh, you got it today.
Oh, definitely. But
So there's a hurricane, Othellia, has unfortunately stopped our second day of play, and it's bearing down on Gettysburg. So we had to do it after one round today. And the guys that went through and played, just remarkable that they played through basically a hurricane, the perimeters of it. Saw a couple trees fell on the course, and we're glad you came from Arizona to Gettysburg, and good luck.
And I met a lot of great people here, including you.
Doc, tell me why you decided to play in the Team USA versus Team Scotland Amateur Golf Championships, Team USA National Championship in Gettysburg. Why?
Hey, this is our hometown, and we want to represent somebody from the hometown for the Team USA. I've never been to Scotland, and we thought this is going to be a great opportunity to represent the team be a part of the team and represent hometown and our national monument here in Gettysburg.
Wonderful. And the guys you played today with, you have a good time with them, the caliber of golf. How was that experience?
Yes, everybody seems to know the golf and golf game and the rules well, and at the same time know how to have fun. So that was the first ingredient that we had. Despite terrible weather, we survived, played, and had fun. And yeah, it was amazing. The course was tough, and we managed to survive the day somehow. But yeah, it was great. Amazing. I never had something like this witnessed so close, you know, to enjoy. You know, pristine morning here in the rain. But yeah, it was something I've never witnessed before. It was great.
So we won a tournament in Haverhill, Massachusetts at Renaissance Country Club. And we came down from New Hampshire, Massachusetts ourselves, and honestly we just thought it was going to be a fantastic opportunity to have the opportunity to win another entry into a chance to go to Scotland and play against Scotland and so on.
How's the experience so far, despite the weather? How about the opening ceremonies?
Despite the weather, it was good. It's a good ceremony. Funny host.
I mean, again, it's all about the opportunity. It's kind of like an exciting thing to think about, plan for, get involved in, and then, yeah, the weather sucked, but
It was a emotional experience, definitely, before the round started.
I think it set like an even more exciting tone to the day and the event.
Oh man, it's nice to be around honorable people. It's nice to be around folks who it was definitely a service-oriented group, and appreciated the time that was taken to thank and take moments to thank the fallen, to thank folks who were with us who served, and I think it was a class act. The conditions were soaking. We had 35-mile-an-hour winds, but I don't think I have played a better round with better group than I was paired with today. It ended today. The strokes were what they were, but the day ended when we were on 16 coming into 17, and the winds were gusting so much as we're chipping onto the green, our final green. We had at least probably a 60-foot tree come down within 50 feet of us in between 16 and 17 to end the round. And that was the way we capped it off. Everybody was in high spirits the whole day, and Tom and Sean and Steve, who I played with, were gentlemen the entire round. Didn't have any issues with calls and judgment, and it was a pleasure. I hope to play again with you all, and thank you, Randy, for the opportunity.
Now, you have never played tournament golf before. Why did you decide to come here and play tournament
I've always
golf?
been interested in getting the competition. I love playing sports, and I picked up golf a couple of years ago, and I'm finally getting to a point where I feel comfortable with it. So I want to take my skills and compete, test them against other people.
I love it, you know, and that's one of the reasons we invented or created the Team USA event. There's plenty of tournaments for guys who are 1 in 5 handicaps with USGA handicaps. We don't require the handicap here. We got some fail safes built in. So imagine you're holding the sword on Sunday, but April 2024, you're standing on the Swilcan Bridge in St. Andrews. What would that feel like?
That's the dream right there.
Right?
Yeah, I would love that.
Everybody wants that picture on their office wall. I've been there. Well, I wish you best of luck, all right? We'll catch up with you during the round.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.